Hello lovelies, and welcome to today's video. My name's Alya and I'm so glad you stopped by. So today we're doing a Tichel tutorial by special request. Now normally I've been doing some eye videos and talking a little bit about ophthalmology and eye disease, but today I thought I'd go back to a video style that I haven't done for a long time now and show you some Tichel tutorials. So just a little bit of a point of difference for this week. Hope you stick around and love today's Tichel tutorial. So this all began because I got so many comments on one of my recent posts where I very quickly put together a Tichel for the day and decided to film. There really wasn't too much thought other than that in it, and I used one of my absolute most favorite scarves, which is this one. I love it because of nostalgic reasons, but also the color is really wonderful, and I have quite a few things in this beautiful mustard. So that's a little bit of background, but I want to show you the same style and how it can be achieved with several different style, material, size, whatever, scarves. So I can't really show you because it's completely open at the back here. My hair's all open at the back. So this is just like a little bandana, very thick sort of headband or bandana style here. It's basically the width of my whole hand, or most of my hand there, and it's just tied in a knot a little bit off the center. You can do right in the center if you prefer. That's entirely up to you. And the second step is to take a black stretchy scarf, or any kind of, you can use beige, white, whatever you like. A second scarf, I think that for most wonderful effect, in my opinion, for this style, just because of how it is really heavy around the face, I like a plain scarf. So you could easily use a white with this style, or this is sort of off-white. I'm going to stick with black just to keep it uniform between all the different styles I'm going to show you. So this one here actually goes the opposite. So if I tied the one that I've got on that way, this one's actually going to come over and cover the remainder of my hair, and then I'll show you from there what goes on. So I made sure to spread out the scarf. I've got it pretty much even, but I don't think it really even matters too much. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it up, but I'm not going to let it cover too much of the scarf that I've already got on my head. You can bring it up and around, or the other option, and this is what I did on the previous Tichel, is to actually go underneath first, crisscross, and back up and around. The reason it's good to do it this way is you get more length out of these. Then what you do is you basically pick two. It can be those two, these two, whichever ones, as long as you get one of each scarf, and just start twisting. It's really that simple. Okay, as you can see, this multicolored scarf is a bit longer than this one, and it doesn't even matter. So this twist is just naturally going that way. If I try and go the other way, it can be a little bit messy. So I'm just going to follow the scarf's desires and bring it around the front, and then I can just adjust things to basically look the way I want them to. With a silky scarf, I would normally use a non-slip headband. I haven't today. I do, however, have my hair in a high bun. I think it creates really great shape for all this, or of course you can use a shaper as well. Okay, and then you've got the other two. Bring it up, twist. Make sure your twists are kind of long and twisty, not just wrapping one against the other. Okay, sort of like that. And we'll go the other way. Go over, under. I might go around with this one. And I'm actually going to tuck it into roughly the same place, but I'm going to use this knot to hide the ends where I can. And then just tuck away what I don't need. Like that. Stunning. So easy, and you get this absolutely wonderful effect. So regal. Looks really complicated, but as you saw, it was just a couple of steps. The next one I've tied the exact same way. It's just as a very wide headband or bandana here. I've tied it a little bit more towards the center. I'm not sure why. It's just how it worked out. And I'm just using a very summery scarf. I typically don't wear this in the winter at all because it's got that linen-y kind of finish to it. It's very bright and it just got lots of summer vibes about it. So I don't really wear it in the winter. But if it's a particularly sunny day or you're in a warmer climate, and even though you're sort of wearing darker colors, what could be really cool about this design is with the same sort of idea, you can get some really cool monochrome designs out of this. So once again, we're going to bring it around and bring it up. I've done it really unevenly this time. Might have to fix that. Hold on. Okay, that's better. So just bring it around, flip it over at the back. I'm just going to make sure this time that I've got enough of the base scarf exposed, because I think I hid too much at the end. The other one, had to fix it. And the other thing is, it's good to unwrap the scarf, make sure it's not too gathered. And then when you're gathering it up, you gather it sort of flat, so not all bunched up like this, but rather sort of flat, and then kind of like a little accordion like this. If you have it too twisted to begin with, it makes it difficult to work with, I think. So bringing it up. Now again, you can twist it over and go that way. You can leave it untwisted like I did before. So because I did it a different way, I'll go for this version. By doing it this way, what happens is the direction of the start here is a little bit different. So instead of pulling it that way, it's pulled it that way. And as a result, I can actually go around in the same direction this way. I'm just going to tuck it away in the back into the black scarf. And then I'm just going to pick up, make sure this pretty knot's exposed, and just up. And come around this way and probably go underneath a little, just to find a nice neat space to tuck away. Oh, even got a few tassels hanging out, which is really cute. There we go. So you get more of a crown or a hat this way, but it's stunning, and you can straight away see that you get this beautiful monochrome look, and this is very winter or summer. You could quite easily pull this off all year round. Very classic. Love it. Again, I think that most ladies would like a shaper for this one, because you don't get that much volume. I've got just as like a t-shirt scarf. I think that a volumizer would go quite nicely just to create a bit more business at the back, because it's all in the crown here. But I'm absolutely loving this. What do you think? The other really cute thing about this design, especially if you have like a hairpiece or something that you can use to cover the back bit, because it's just completely open here. So it's literally a very, very wide bandana. Or if you like to show some of your hair, this is a really great style just to wear on its own. It just sort of works out like that, and you can either do a bow or you can twist it on its own as well and tuck it away that way. That's also a really, really cute look. There's lots you can do by just starting with this knot at the front. This is just such a creative starting point, and ever since I started doing it, I've absolutely loved it. It's been a bit of a go-to. Also, me personally, this is not a pressure point for headaches, so I don't get as tired having the knot here as I do here or at the back or halfway up the back of my head. I also find that it doesn't shift as much, and it covers a bit more at the back, which for many ladies I know is important, and you can most certainly wear it more forward if that's something that you should prefer. So I just wanted to quickly mention that, and I also want to point out how much I've actually got opened on the side. Two good things about that. One is it does cover a lot, so if the black scarf was to shift, you do have a really great base, but also it gives you a nice flat finish because you don't have much material bunching, and it really sort of hammocks the back of your head, so there's no pressure points or anything like that going on. The other thing is it really is good for elongation, so it's a bit like that crisscross style. It just creates a bit more elongation in the face. So for those of us who have a bit of a rounder or a heart-shaped face, I think this style is really, really complimentary. If you have a particularly long or narrow face, definitely go more sideways to create more of a round finish. But this could work on any shaped face quite easily. Okay, so back to putting the black tichel down just to cover the remainder of the hair, tying it or crisscrossing it at the back. Okay, again, not letting it stay twisted, opening it up a little and bringing it up. I'm going to crisscross again this time. I'm not sure why, I just feel like it. And I'm going to go twisting. These scarves are roughly the same length, which is also really convenient. I'm going to go a little higher this time. Make sure my hair's under there. And it's just going to hug my hair this time rather than going around the crown, and I've just tucked it away on the side there. Again, getting the brighter color or the more favorite, I guess, scarf forward. And once again, just make sure this is nice and neat. Once again, going around a bit further back, maybe even on top. You can create a bit of height there, and tucking into that first plait. Now I can quite comfortably now fix all that business with the black scarf, just to make sure it's all sitting a little bit more elegantly. And I'm just going to pull this yellow one down a bit. Again, many of you will prefer a non-slip headband for this sort of style, and probably shaper, but I'm going to try and get my scrunchie in here to do some of that for me. Okay, and check this out. So basically we've got the same as we did with the black and white, except this time we've gone a little bit higher with the positioning. If you don't have long hair or don't have a shaper, all you need to do is take a scarf, roughly in half, and twist it around itself. And then take that folded bit and twist the twisted braid in there, and then tuck the ends inside like that, and you have yourself a very natural hair looking bun you can fit underneath, where you can see my hair and scrunchie and everything is under there. That could easily be a shaper too. For summertime, these are great because they're much lighter than an actual shaper, so that's also a really great option. So there you have it. What do you ladies think? I'm obsessed, honestly. Very light, won't move. Doesn't really keep me warm though. I think for the weather we've been having in Melbourne, not this weekend, but previously, when it's been freezing cold and extremely windy and really wet, you definitely want to go more for pashmina style things. You can see by the jumper I'm wearing the kind of weather we're having now going forward, but we have had a few warm days, which has been really great. Yay. Good old Melbourne. The one thing you can rely on is the weather never stays the same for too long, which is good, I guess. We do get a bit of reprieve of whatever's going on. I just wanted to take this opportunity to update you guys who have been with me a while and know a little bit more about me than just the stuff I tell you about eyes and things like that. As many of you will know, I am a director of a soup kitchen, or one of three. My partners and my amazing friends and I are about to launch a bistro, and I've shown you some of the renovations probably about 6 months ago now, roughly, and that was to renovate the kitchen that then continued to provide free meals, so the actual soup kitchen. Now we've also fixed up the front area, and we're going to be able to accept dine-in customers. So hopefully, well, the idea is that hopefully people come and enjoy our Eastern European foods and takeaway and all that sort of thing, maybe even grab a coffee, all those wonderful opportunities to connect the community on a social level, and all the income will then go back to fund further free meals, further hampers, further donations to those who cannot afford it for themselves. And unfortunately, with the year that we've had, or the year and a half that we've had, many find themselves in a very awkward situation where they've, run through their savings or lost their jobs or just don't know what's next for them. And we've definitely been so lucky that we can jump in and help them in some small way, just to make their days brighter and tomorrow seem a little bit easier and a little bit more achievable. And hopefully we've helped them as much as they've helped us in feeling like we're contributing and helping them. And it's just such a wonderful feeling to be able to just be there for someone. Doesn't matter how. I think it's fantastic that we're in a position where we can provide food, and sometimes we'll run, a charity drive if someone needs clothing or anything like that. We've even helped people with dishes in the past. There's all kinds of different things that we've been able to do because we're just so lucky that we can do it. And we have an absolutely just phenomenal community behind us. I mean, some of the generosity and kindness that we've witnessed just lifts you up higher than anything you can ever imagine or anticipate. But more than anything, these stories are fabulous, but more than anything, just the ability, just the opportunity to be there for someone. Sometimes it's just being present and reminding that person that when they're in your presence, or that they're sharing that space with you, is something that you enjoy, and that is a positive thing. Because I think we often forget that we do have positive impacts on people. We are very quick to tell people or to share our frustrations. We don't often remind our friends and our loved ones, or even strangers, that we enjoy their company, even if it's just to stand in silence together. If it means not to stand alone for those 2 minutes waiting for the bus or whatever it is you're doing, I think it's nice to remind just that stranger or that friend that you've felt a positivity from them being there. All right, my lovelies, on that note, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I can't wait to share more about what's been keeping me so busy that I have only been uploading once a week. I hope you enjoyed this slightly different video. I wish I could do it weekly like I used to. It's just too much right now, I'll be honest. But I'm glad that I got the request and that I was able to film this for those who were interested in asking and saying, what happened to the Tichel tutorials? Go back to those. So here it is. And yeah, I hope this has been great for you. If you did like it, please do hit like, leave me a comment, tell me what else you want to see. I'm happy to do whatever content you guys want to see. Totally flexible. I can talk about eyes forever. I can talk about the kitchen forever. I can talk about tickles forever. So really, whatever you guys want, I'm here for it. If you haven't yet done it, go ahead and check out my Instagram page. Definitely more going on there, more regular updates and things like that, stories, reels, all the things. So definitely check out Instagram. If you haven't yet subscribed, I have nothing to tell you, but go ahead and subscribe. It's free, it's fun, it just basically tells you in your YouTube menu that I've uploaded a video, so nothing to it. So go ahead and do it. I hope you're staying safe wherever you are around the world, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Bye.